Some operating system can breathe a second life to your old system, and those can make your latest system faster and more capable, like using Android and Linux softwares. Even you can install Windows apps using Wine, Crossover or Parallels. And let me introduce you to LACROS, Linux and ChromeOs. By the name, you may think it is an operating system. I got surprised when I came to know that it is a browser on top of Chrome operating system, having window manager and system UI from ChromeOs. Top of that, it supports webgpu so that you can use WebLLM TensorFlow on device, having full privacy, and it's free. The ChromeOs comes default on Chromebook, and it is hard to replace it, and it is also hard to install ChromeOs on any other devices. So let's take a look at ChromeOs Flex and FydeOS, as they are both based on Chromium on top of Linux kernel but differ in implementation. ChromeOs Flex is tied to Google Chrome, while FydeOS is based on vanilla Chromium. You can expect variations in terms of installation, customization and features. For installation, ChromeOs Flex offers streamlined tool for creating bootable USBs on Windows, macOS. It provides excellent hardware detection during installation, followed by automatic updates. FydeOS requires downloading the IMG file, then WebLLM or DD to make it bootable. For customization, FydeOS allows manipulating disk partition even with multi-boot. It supports Google account, FydeOS account, but limits local account creation. ChromeOs Flex is simpler with only Google account, or you can browse as a guest. With features, FydeOS supports Android apps but performs poorly on system with less than 4 gigs of RAM or older display technologies like TFT or LCD. ChromeOs Flex lacks Android app support but excels in driver compatibility and user experience. On FydeOS, remote desktop feels less restrictive and it called as RDP. It gives a familiar feel. Both are suitable for reviving old system, with FydeOS offering more customization and Android support, while ChromeOs Flex is more user-friendly and reliable. Let's visit my experience. If you are using Windows, Mac or ChromeOs, you can get a direct option to create a bootable USB for ChromeOs Flex, and there is another option to directly download the ChromeOs Flex as a bin in a zipped format. You will have to download the zip, then extract the zip. After that, you can use the following command to make a USB bootable. For FydeOS, you can download the IMG directly from the website and make it bootable. Creating installation media, I use Rufus, Ventoy, WebLLM and command line tools like DD. But I have found bootable USB created only with WebLLM and DD works the best for FydeOS. FydeOS bootable USB created by other tools do not give the installation options. It proceeds with the installation media as it is already installed, and it provides 5 gigs of additional storage with the image file to save session and data. You get lot more customization options on FydeOS. You can choose and create disk partitions. You will be able to choose between Google account or a FydeOS account, or even with a local account in that matter. You will be able to add a guest, but I did not find any way to add multiple local account. In case of ChromeOs Flex, the installation process is straightforward. You start the process, you got 2 options. Either try it out or install it on your hard drive, but the driver compatibility is much greater. It automatically detects the internal disk drive, a wide variety of hard drives, even internal storage. It is clever enough to identify the default internal drive like MMC, SSD, NVMe, etc. It can detect which one is the default one to install. After the automatic installation, ChromeOs Flex provides 3 options: browse as guest, use it for your own, or set it for your child. After this selection, it follows the update procedure automatically. FydeOS supports Android apps where ChromeOs Flex do not, but I have found older systems, especially having less than 4 gigs of RAM, it gets crashed or it asks to enable the Android subsystem on FydeOS. In my experience, FydeOS is not polished enough, especially the dark mode. The visibility experience is very bad on TFT screens, even with LCDs. In case of LED, it is doable. At last, I do not feel good to use FydeOS when I see the pricing and the same closed source nature. Did I forget about Slack Linux? It was my best buddy till the UEFI becomes the new norms. It is hard for me to install Slack Linux on modern hardware, but if you got a BIOS enabled device, it is the best choice. It gives a second life for your old personal computer. Even if you got a 20 years old system, Slack holds up only with 400 MB of RAM. With full-fledged GUI OS, even it comes with Chromium. For similar capability, I have found another Linux distribution called DSL Linux. Slack comes with many tools and softwares like Chromium, Pacman FM, DD Rescue. By default, it comes with two flavors, Slackware and Debian. Using Slackware variant, you get the oldest lineage of Linux distribution. If you choose the Debian one, you get all the APT functionalities. If you are not using CD or DVD like non-writable medium, you can save all of your sessions and data to it, and it is really fast.